been said a bard's life can often be a hard life.
Hello, folks. So we have some technical issues happening. Do sincerely apologize. All right, welcome, folks. We've got glitches happening already. This is a brand new year. We got new things, new stuff happening. So I want to welcome everyone to our first installment of our Grand Saints games. And we have a guest DM of Cluckin' Awesome. So without further ado, let's bring him on and get him introduced.
Good evening. Cluckin' Awesome here. I DM'd the Mystmore Isle games a few months back, so you may have seen me around then. I am substituting for Mab. I'm not Mab. I'm Cluckin' Awesome. She will be back for the rest of the games. So you get me and my shenanigans tonight. Do you want to jump right into the intro of the campaign, or do you want to introduce players first?
Let's just go ahead and we'll introduce our players here. Welcome. I am Rev Tommy. I am playing Leaf Evergreen, a Dwarven Druid, Circle of Wildfire.
Hi, everybody. It's Victorian London Fog, your local smut goblin. I am playing high elf rogue Kizon Droll, swashbuckler.
Hello, everybody. I am playing Malinor Brightwrench this time. I'm also a high elf, in this case, an artificer armorer.
Hello, I am Wamia Shin Splitter. I am a level 4 Tabaxi monk. Do not pet me. I am very tiny. Do not pet me.
But you've got such squishable ears.
All right. So we have our players, and tonight we will be setting off where all of you, I guess I'll throw it to you guys first. Do any of you know each other before your contract here, or are all of you separate adventurers that took a contract of your own?
Separate.
Who are you people?
Okay. All right. So all of you have picked up a contract for the new island that opened off of the coast of the mainland. This new island that is rumored to be called Mystmore Isle. Not much is known about this island other than there was a large set of fog that covered the Northwest Territory in the ocean. And now it's the fog is lifted, and now there's an island in its place. So a lot of the different government officials and people of high rank within the main cities of the mainland have decided to send out goodwill parties out towards this island to see if there's inhabitants, if there's anything happening. There's been scouts that have come back saying that it is inhabited. So now they are hiring different adventurers that are so bold to go out and see if they can make contact and if they can make any sort of relationships with the people on this island. So you guys have taken that contract, but something is amiss when you come to, let's say, the first person that regains consciousness is. Let's roll for it, actually. 4, 1. Okay, so Leaf, you are the first one to gain consciousness. It is pitch black. You can't see a thing. You can feel that your hands are bound together. You hear muffling, what sounds like some sort of altercation happening off in the distance, but you can't hear it very well. What are your first thoughts?
Well, I look around trying to figure out what's going on. See if there's anything familiar around me.
So you can't see anything. You can suddenly feel that your hands are tied behind your back to what feels like a piece of wood, a large piece of wood. And as you start to move around, you feel also something around your eyes, something covering your eyes. So you can't, that's why you can't see anything. As you start to make noise, though, out of the three others, which one of you has the highest perception? You can just call out your passive perception. Yeah.
13.
13.
13.
Wow. Okay.
Rollies.
That makes it easy. Well,
I'm the
I'll
one with
just
the
say
14
that
who can't see.
I'll say that Leaf has been loud enough that all three of you have been roused awake by the mumbling that he is making. Similarly to him, you feel your hands also bound here. You can't see anything, and all of you have sort of like a foggy headache, like it's that brain fog feeling, that hangover feeling, really more than anything. Got that headache that runs from temple to temple, kind of makes it hard to think through a lot of things without the head throb. So as Leaf, as you start to move around, sorry, pronounce your name again. Was it Kazon?
Keyson.
Keyson. Okay, Keyson, you feel movement around, like your lower back. You feel another set of hands moving around behind you.
Okay.
You two feel that, like, tied to a piece of wood. You can actually feel like somebody else's, like, lower back by your hands as well.
Is our hands in front of us, or are they
behind?
us?
Yeah.
Behind, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so like my hands are like tied behind my back, and I feel somebody else's hands moving behind my back too.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Well, my first thought is, oh geez, again, and then I'm gonna try and see if I can roll to slip my bonds. Hold on, I forgot to bring out my dice.
You always gotta have the dice ready.
Yeah, well, they're all in this big fancy box. So.
Yeah, so while you're doing that, the other two, you guys also feel sort of, if you're moving around, you sort of feel that movement as well. Where you're tied around a post, you can feel somebody's back on your hands, you can feel someone's hands around your back area.
He's going to feel all my
sort of that
fur
same
and my
situation.
tail.
There you go.
Oh, meow. Do I roll like a sleight of hand check to try and get out, or?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Can I try to use my claws to cut my rope?
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's say, what do you want to try and roll with that? What would be a good roll, you think, for that?
Sleight of hand or athletics?
Okay, yeah, I'll go with either one of those, whichever one's higher for you.
I got a 19 on my sleight of hand.
Oh yeah, easy.
It's the same. So okay.
It takes you a few seconds just because like you can't see it. Again, you got that like brain fog going on.
8.
Takes a few seconds, but like once you get it, you're like, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, the whatever they drugged you with is kind of foreign to you. So it's you feel like you're cutting through, but it's not actually working. You make your way through some fabric, but your hands aren't free. Malinor, actually, you feel your hands start to free up a little bit now.
Oh, I'll try and worm my little arms free best I can.
Okay.
Try and help that along a little bit. Don't have much strength, but I do have decent dexterity.
Yeah, so Kizan, you're out of your hand bindings. You're free to move your hands around. You do notice now that like you can't really like stand up, so it feels like maybe there's something tied like around your waist as well.
Well, now that I have my hands free, it's probably going to be easier to figure out how to untie myself.
I'm sure.
So I'll get
Malinor,
on
were you
that.
making a roll?
Yeah, I got a 22.
Oh yeah. You can pretty much once it gets like halfway through, you're able to rip that apart, and you've got use of your hands now.
I loosened it for you.
Nice. And I'll pull that blindfold up and look around.
Yeah, so once you pull your blindfold up, you were feeling fur behind you, which was weird. Then you felt the claws kind of go through your bindings, and now that your hands are free, you can kind of look around and see that there's a tabaxi tied up right behind you. If you look to your left, you can see a dwarf and Kizan. What was your
An elf.
An elf. Okay, so you see a dwarf and an elf tied up to the post next to you. As you kind of take in your surroundings even more, it's very dark in here. The two posts that the two groups are tied to are the internal structure of a ship. And now that you see the ship, you actually see it sort of just slowly tilting back and forth. Not a lot like you're out at sea, but like enough where you know that you're on the water at the very least. Yeah, you look around. It's very dark down here. It seems like it's like storage containers of some sort. But yeah, as far as you're aware, it's just the two of you on this post and the two next to you.
Nice work there with the claws.
What?
You,
What?
madam. These contracts are fun, aren't they?
Yeah. I won't say this is the first time it's happened to me, but it's definitely the most interesting so far.
I am Malinor. I befriend my fellow elf. What is your name?
Oh, Kizan, pleasure.
And our furry companion. I assume
Would
you
like
have
to
a vision
be-
to see us in this darkness.
Well, I would. Do you untie us? Did you untie us?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, we're helping out.
Well, no, I would like to be untied first, and then we can do introductions.
I'll say with two of you open now, you can kind of start working your way through all of the bindings. You can start pulling the waist bindings off and pulling the blindfolds and everything off. So all four of you now can see that you are down in this like storage area of this ship.
So once he gets me up, I'm gonna get on all fours and just kind of. Where are we? Oh, I should have done that. That was not good.
I'm going to not go all at the cat. I'm going to not do it.
As you continue to
the tabaxi.
Huh?
I heard she's reaching for the tabaxi.
I'm not.
Don't touch
Very
me.
deliberately not doing that.
Wait, what is this infernal rocking here?
We're on a boat.
A boat? Why are we on a boat?
Great question. I wish I knew.
Well, why don't you know? And who are you?
Oh, Kizan, pleasure to meet you. Your name is?
I'm Wamya. Wamya Shin Splitter. Don't mess with me. Don't touch me.
Oh, look at the pretty kitty.
You're a druid, aren't you, too? Do not touch the kitty. So how did you get here? I did a contract, one last hurrah before. I don't know what I'm doing with the accent. Please forgive me. What was I saying? Oh, I had one last hurrah before I go back home and have to be a merchant. I'm going back to Breeze. That's not what I want. Sorry.
Oh, you're going to have wares? I have no coin at the moment.
You have no coin? I have no way for you.
As you guys continue to talk, sorry, I think I cut you off there. What'd you say?
I was like, oh yeah, that's the Khajiit, not tabaxis that have coin.
I thought the Khajiit had wares. If I had coin. Or is that... No. Wait.
Then they have coin.
Coin? You have coin? I would like coin. Coin.
And
Coin.
with that, and with the seeing Wamia's reaction to that, I'm gonna use my druid craft for a sensory effect to create the spectral dancing fairies, like little bright lights, and have them swirling around at her feet.
Okay.
Just to see a reaction.
I'm chasing it. I can't catch it.
How many of them are there?
Just a few.
Okay.
It fills up a 5-foot cube. So
Okay.
it's just a handful of them, just enough to oh, look at her go! She's dancing all up them. You almost got him.
But I want him. Stop it. Stop. Where are you? No.
Well, just in case any of you cannot see in this darkness, I take out my Tinker's tools and tap a little place in my armor, and it lights up like a little spotlight.
Ooh.
Ah, the bright light. What you doing, lad? Give a guy a warning. I can see perfectly fine already, though. Thank you very much.
Did we all have dark vision?
Yeah.
I think we did.
They learned their lesson.
Oh, yep. As you guys continue to talk down here, you hear what now sounds like physical contact fighting happening topside, almost directly above you. You hear heavy foot placement. You hear the clatter of metal hitting metal and metal hitting wood. There's a number of them that you can tell that are different voices and screams happening topside, and then off toward the side you hear splashing, and then the side of the boat gets slammed, and then the whole boat sort of rocks to one side heavily, and then kind of back and forth before it settles back out to its normal, just gentle rocking back and forth. Soon after that, you hear a scream, and then another scream topside before things start to settle down and go a little more quiet.
I don't assume we were tied up with our gear. We might want to start looking for it, right?
Hmm.
That is a good point. You don't have weapons or any sort of advantageous armor on you. So like normal clothes, leathers, things like that.
Mine cannot be forcibly removed.
Okay, yeah. It's more of like a haphazard thing where if they could take it off of you and it looked like it could be a danger, they did. Otherwise, it's still on you.
Did they take my thieves' tools?
I'm gonna say you're probably a good enough rogue that you hit them to where to the point where they weren't looking hard enough to find them on you.
Strapped to my thigh.
There you go.
So my dagger's probably gone.
How clever.
Of
That's
course,
the
my
old
spear.
hidden in plain sight before.
Sorry, say again?
Oh, you got the old hidden in plain sight trick. That's the oldest one in the book. But I'm looking for my gear. I'm gonna start rummaging around through crates.
Yeah, I'm going to start investigating around, see if we can find anything useful.
Mm-hmm.
Does he still have the lights up?
The fairy lights, how long does that last?
So that can run. I'll say I've dismissed it after having enough of a laugh and chuckled to myself.
Okay, so we're all gonna look for our gear.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, go ahead and all four of you roll me individual investigation checks, and let me know what you get.
Oh boy.
12.
12.
17 minus 1 for 16.
All right. Well, it seems the dwarf has the highest one. Can almost sniff out the different metals. So you guys look around. You don't find exactly what you're looking for. You find random things that look like supplies, different papers, map makers' tools, that kind of thing. Leaf is the one that does find a cache of all of your things, plus a few other what looks like adventurers' weapons and armor that aren't yours.
I'm just gonna put my spear that's way bigger than me, sticking out the back, on.
Okay.
My little dagger.
How does it not drag on the ground when you walk?
Magic.
Okay.
My
Say
little
no
baby.
more.
I was worried I'd have to make another one of you.
Mm.
I get
Okay.
all my other gear.
Get my leather armor. Get my dagger. Get my other dagger. Get my get my sword. Get my bow. I'm kitted
Yeah.
out.
Pulling out an arsenal.
I got a few things in there.
All right, so you guys are strapped back up. If you look around, if any of you want to roll a perception for me, we'll see. We'll see what
sure.
else you can glean in this building.
I got a nat 21.
Building. Hey!
Hey,
All
first one
right.
to go.
All right. So Keyzon, this is not an unfamiliar situation that you're in. Being a rogue, you've probably had a taste or two of sketchy situations. Keeping a calm, level head, you're able to look around and pretty much scout through what this area looks like. You're pretty confident that you're in the bottom of a larger ship. Based on the contract that you took, it would make sense that you'd be on a boat. Did not plan on being tied up down here, obviously, but you do realize that you recognize rather that a lot of the things down here make sense for what would be like a fact-finding mission, right? Like all of the things that you saw in all the different crates kind of point out to building relationships and making maps of this new island, so on and so forth. You do spot a staircase at the very end that goes topside with a little bit of light shining through, cascading down the steps. On the other end, you can see that it is the wood sort of warps in towards each other. That you can best guess is probably either the front or the back of the boat, depending on where you are. But that's all you can see is the wall where the staircase is, all of these different crates, and then the other end that is either the front or the back.
Okay. Okay, well, everything seems to be in order. It's looks like all the regular fact-finding mission sort of supplies. Stairs are over there, and we must be up near the. We're either near the front or the back. Depends on what kind of ship this is. What's the last thing I remember?
The last thing that you remember is it's a little foggy. The last thing that you fully remember is taking the contract and boarding the boat. You don't remember anything after that. And then you have very, very foggy memory of other people being there with you and having a weird feeling of things aren't going the way that you would think they would go. Like something feels wrong. Something feels different about this situation than just some goodwill mission. And that's pretty much all you can gather of your thoughts.
But nothing suspicious down here. I guess the best thing to do is to find out what was going on up there.
I
Who
can
wants
take
to go
the lead
first?
in that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right.
You note my armor is unique. It's incredibly well form-fitting. It looks like that fancy elvish interwoven armor, but it's clearly metallic and dense. But I look like I'm very fleet of foot. Needless to say,
Does your armor make normal metallic sounds when you move, or is it like eerily
it is
silent?
very quiet.
Okay.
I'm not saying I want that, but I want that.
I'll turn off my little light and head up the stairs and see if I can peek out, see what's going on the deck.
I follow behind
so-
to do the little upstairs, like the stupid little cat.
All right. So we have a marching order.
the
Who's
back.
third and fourth? You're going to take up the
back.
rear?
Back.
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way towards the stairs. There is what looks like a false bottom door. Basically just strips of wood that would open this way, so you can push it up to get out of these stairs.
I'll go ahead and give it a heave ho.
Okay. Are you just gonna push it and get out of there? Are you trying to be quiet? Which direction are you going there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of give it a shove and step out quickly. See if I can get a bearing on anything that's moving.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. Let's see how quickly you can get out of here.
Can I assist? Can I get under there and push too? Since I'm small, probably get under his legs.
Yeah. I'd say you can give him a help action.
Yeah, that's only going to be an 8 for my roll.
Okay.
So what does help do? Do I
Wamia,
roll and it helps or something like that? He gets advantage.
yeah. So Wamia, if you're helping, that'll give you advantage. So go ahead and roll
Okay.
again and take the higher two.
Okay, that is +1, so a 9.
Okay. All right. So both of you, it's not hard to push this door open, but you don't push it as quickly with the surprising nature that you want out of this. So you just kind of push it open like you would just like a normal door. As you're pushing it open, you can see eyes turn towards you. There are some. Have any of you ever seen half human, half either shark or amphibious people in nature before with your time on the mainland? Have you ever seen people like that?
Maybe.
I haven't. My other character has.
Okay.
You made some stuff like that.
Yeah, I might have created something horrible.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. So if any of you haven't seen other creatures like this, you're assuming these are monsters, which rightly so, because they turn to you and you see these big, toothy, sharp-toothed grins look at you, and the first one to speak sort of they have 2 daggers on them, and they just wipe off the blood right onto their skin, and they point them back at you and they go, "Ooh, fresh meat." So now I need you to roll initiative, please.
This is not the Shark Boy and Lava Girl that I remember.
Where is the lava girl?
Yeah. Which one of you is the lava girl?
I have 8.
8? Okay.
11.
Wait, let me see. Do I have something?
Big armored elf in front is going last.
Of course. Welcome to Breeze World.
What did you roll?
A whole 6.
6? Okay. What about you, Leaf?
20.
20. Look at you.
30.
All right. I've not rolled for the enemy, so give me 1 second. Yeah, unfortunately, Malinor, I think you are correct and you are going last. So, all right, let me get these in order. So that's all right, so that is definitely going to put Leaf first. Then there will be Sharkman 1 going after you. Yeah, I'll set the scene for you. So right in front of you, you have a half shark, half person, where they have the top part body of a shark and the bottom part of a person, but also with like arms. So you see this this anamorphic looking person, but with like a shark head and fully formable word capable mouth. It's very odd, very alarming, very off-putting.
So like Maui from Moana.
Street Sharks,
when he
there you go.
Oh, there, Street Sharks.
Yeah. Think those two things. Very very off-putting.
Now they're
so
gonna dive under the concrete and be like, "Jossum."
yeah, yeah. You hear Vin Diesel's voice in the background for some reason. Um,
I am shark.
I'm sure.
so, so he's it is holding 2 daggers at the ready to strike. Behind them is the best way to put it is probably your best depiction of what you've heard in Tall Tales of a Mermaid. They are what looks like a female on the top with like the flowing hair, and then the bottom is more of like a mermaid's tail, but they're floating in the air. They're kind of moving their hands in a rhythmic, crooked motion that seems to signify that they are levitating themselves. And then the person to the right of them is hold on. I just looked at this. Where did it go? Yes. Okay. So that person also looks very similar in color and complexion to the one that is half female, half like fish on the bottom, but they more look humanoid. Their skin is just like that bluish color, and they have scales all over and like gills here, and maybe like different pieces poking out that wouldn't normally be there on a humanoid type figure. And they are not really holding anything. They're wearing sort of just robes and sort of just like have their hands out in an apprehensive position. So with that scene set, I'll say, Leaf, you have the first strike.
All right. Let's see. Oof. Trying to learn my character in like 3 seconds. This is all new with stuff. Trying to figure out what all he has. All right, so that's from that. All right, so I'm going to strike out with Thorn Whip.
Okay. Thorn Whip, is that a to hit?
Yep, that is a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
And how about max damage of 6?
6 damage. Okay. Okay. All right. So, and you were hitting the one in front with the daggers. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So that one is going to. It started to take a few steps towards you. The thorn whip comes out and kind of lashes around him and hits him a couple times, and you see him kind of shake around a little bit, and then gets real toothy mean mug at you, and then he surges towards you, kind of unnaturally quick. Roll really quickly. Roll a perception for me, Leaf. Actually, who's after you? Let's say Keyzon, if you roll perception as well, I think you may pick up on this too.
10.
Okay.
17.
Okay. So I think Leaf, in the heat of the moment, the quickness that he's coming at you, you don't really notice it. You're just on the defensive. Keyzon, you notice that while it was running, it wasn't touching the ground. It was like up in the air, being pushed by water. So it surges towards you. It doesn't matter. He surges toward you. You'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. He surges towards you, takes the daggers, and in quick succession, kind of stab right towards your middle. That is going to be. Roll again. Ooh, 18 to hit.
I couldn't hear you there, Tommy.
14 armor class.
Okay. All right, so that is going to hit you for... Okay. Okay, so that's going to hit you for 4 damage there. And then the second one is only a 7, so that one's not going to hit you. So the first one lands as that one kind of sinks into the side of you. You're able to dodge that second one.
What was the
That
damage?
will be 4, I think I said. Let's see. That puts us at Kizan.
Okay. So let's see. What can I do here? There's what, 3 of these short guys? 2 of these short guys?
1 short guy, 2 mermaid-looking people.
I see the mermaid-looking people are giving me kind of bad. Well, like the one that's like actively hovering is giving me kind of a bad vibe.
What's she?
Also, it seems like a magic user, so should definitely go for that person first. So I'm gonna shoot
Okay.
my short bow. At that one.
Okay.
Do they have a really low armor class, like a 10? Please say yes.
Not quite. Was that what you rolled as a 10?
Yeah.
All right. So that is going to miss. What were you trying to do?
I was trying to shoot an arrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So your arrow strikes true, but they oddly deflect it, not with any sort of physical means. You just see it sort of like hit, and then there's like a pulsation, almost looks like a water pulsation, and then the arrow just sort of drops to the ground. And they just sort of glare at you.
Ah, curses. I could have given myself steady aim, but I forgot.
It's okay. It's all right. It's the heat of the moment.
Is that the end of your turn? Any bonus actions or anything?
Let's see. Bonus actions that I can do. I mean, I'm already well back, so it doesn't make sense to dash, disengage, or hide, really. So I think I can't think of anything else that I want to do. I'm behind everybody else. So,
Okay.
everybody tank for me. I'm gonna just... like I'm Legolas.
Okay, that is going to put us to, so the mermaid-looking person that you attacked will return in kind. As they glared at you, they are going to cast as they're moving their hands. You see, they stop moving their hands for a moment and then sort of press them together. And then as they pull them back apart, you see as they're pulling them apart, a glowing like handle comes out, and then as they move their hands farther and farther apart, there's like a glowing trident that comes into view in between the 2 hands. She moves her hands up, grabs the trident, and throws it towards you.
Rude.
As she's throwing it towards you, though, it disappears, and then let me roll to hit first. And then I'll explain what's happening, because I don't know if it's going to hit.
It's totally going to be a Nani and then teleport behind moment.
It's going to be... Does 12 hit?
No. AC 14.
Okay, so you see the trident disappear, and then you feel sort of a nudge behind you. And then as you take a look behind you, that glowing trident is now floating right behind you in a striking position. I think that's all they're going to do. Yep. So then the next person is going to be Wamya.
How far away is the the mage one from me?
The one that just attacked Kizan? Let's say probably about 15 feet.
Parkour. I'm going up to it and slash with my claws.
All right, go for it. Roll to hit.
$19.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. What's your damage?
Only a 1. Nope.
Only
sorry.
1?
Plus 2, plus 3. Sorry.
Okay. So 3.
Bonus
okay.
action. Flurry of bows.
There we go.
Where is it on here? Sorry, learning to where everything is. Where's flurry of blows? Okay. And I'm going to addle it if I hit. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Is that 21 to hit?
21 to hit.
Yep.
Four more damage, and when you hit a creature with an attack granted by flurry of blows, the target can't make any opportunity attacks until the start of its next turn. I thought I was gonna do something else, but never mind. Oh, can I say can I say topple instead of addle, or is it too late?
No, that's fine.
Oh, so topple will, when you hit a creature with an attack with flurry of blows, target must succeed in a DC 11 Dex throw or be prone.
Okay, so they need to make a dex saving throw. Let's see.
11. Sorry, I was reading the wrong one.
Okay, let's roll this. And oh yeah, they got a 19 on die, so they made that.
Darn it.
Okay, so is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, cool. So now the other one in the back is or to the right of the spellcasting mermaid. That is what I'm looking for there. Okay, that one is going to kind of take note of the situation, and they're just gonna sit there for a minute. They're not you can't. Well, actually, you all have the same passive perception, I think. So if everyone wants to roll perception, let's see if any of you notice anything weird.
$18.
Okay.
15.
19.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So they're acting rather erratically. First, you don't notice it. It just looks like they're kind of standing there. But then, as you pay more attention, it almost looks like you can see through them a couple of times. It's like they're there and then they're not, but it's very quick. The more you pay attention to it, that's going to put us at Malinor.
All right. I know enough about Arcane that I'm not too fond of that mermaid type thing. So I'm going to pop up my little lightning launcher on the side of my armor and fire it at her.
All right. Roll to hit.
Oh, that probably is going to do it. Hold on. It's not taking my digits. That is a 20. Dirty 20.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. You're hitting the one that attacked Kizan, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Thanks, buddy.
What's the damage?
It is 9 damage. Lightning.
Ooh, okay. Lightning damage. Okay. Okay. So interesting. That it looks like she kind of recoils, and then her focus snaps to you, and you see that electrical energy kind of like swirl around her, and then she kind of like, as she was holding her hands, she kind of pulls them down, and you see that electrical energy that you hit her with coalesce into her hands and then create an orb in the middle as she starts to curve a smile at you. That's going to bring us back to the top of the order with Leaf. You're muted.
What did you do, Ray? You're doing it again.
I
Did you want
wouldn't
last year?
I wouldn't happen to recognize that as an absorb element spell, would I?
It looks very similar.
Okay, but not the same spell.
No. It didn't look necessarily like a spell. It almost looked like some sort of like conduit transfer.
All right. Oh boy. All right. So, how far apart are each of our bad guys from each other?
So the two that haven't physically attacked yet, we'll call them magic casters for now. They are about 5 feet from each other, and then the top shark man is about 10 feet in front of them.
Okay. All right. So that will work.
Oh, sorry, 15 feet in front of them because he came up to you.
Okay. And the other ones were how far apart?
They're 5 feet apart.
Audio
Yeah.
lagged out a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah, 5 feet apart.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to expend one of the uses of my wild shape in order to summon wildfire spirit.
Okay.
For my action. And that spirit appears in an unoccupied space of your choice you can see within 30 feet. Each creature within 10 feet of the spirit, other than you, when it appears, must succeed on a dexterity saving throw against your spell save or take 2d6 fire damage. So I'm going to position it so that way I guess I can have it be within range of the two.
Okay. You could probably put it. So if they're making like a long stemmed triangle, you could put it in the middle there and hit all three of them. If you
Okay, then yes.
Okay. Cool. So they needed to do dex saves of what was it again?
Let's see. My save is 14.
Okay. So let me check what theirs are. Wow. Okay. Yeah, they all fail. They're not expecting that.
Oh.
So it was
How about
2d6, right?
max damage on 2d6
Wow.
of fire
Okay.
for each of them?
That would be devastating. But while they do seem to get hurt by it, does seem like they kind of take that damage. The fire seems to sizzle once it hits them. So it doesn't feel like it did all of the damage that you were hoping that it would. Let me see.
I expected as much with them being a water creature.
Yeah. That's gonna knock him down to there. Okay. Going down to there. Sorry, 1 sec. This was okay. So this 18. Okay. That puts us on Sharkman. Okay,
Nope.
so Sharkman.
Still me.
You're not done? Go for it.
Nope. So it takes place at my initiative step, but immediately after me, I have to utilize my bonus action to give it a command for its attack in order for it to be able to do that. So it is going to attack with Flame Seed. It's a ranged weapon attack, and it's going to target McMagicson.
Two of those. I think.
I'm assuming the mermaid one.
Yeah.
Madly McMagicson is their father.
We to differentiate, we'll say Sharkman, Mermaid, and Merman.
All right, so let's see. That's a 12, and then I'm +6 on my casting, so that's an 18 for the to hit.
Okay. So that's gonna, yeah, that'll still hit.
And that's 5 + 2 for 7 fire.
7 fire. Okay. It does connect, but it still does not look like it does what your elemental is expecting to do. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Now I'm
Okay.
now I'm done.
Sharkman is still going to go full out against you. So they are going to they're actually going to lunge forward and let's see. There we go. Does a 22 hit? We'll say it does. He is actually going to lunge forward and try and take a bite out of you. When he sinks his teeth into you, that's going to do... that's going to do 6 damage. And give me a Constitution saving throw.
That's on me
Leaf.
or Leaf.
Yeah.
14.
Okay. So you feel very like necrosis feeling starting to spread on your side. You're going to take 2 necrotic damage from that. And then he's actually going to he's going to let go. I'll give you the option of an opportunity attack while he starts to try and jump into the water.
All right. Thorn Whip at him. That'll be a 19 + 6 for a 25. Will that?
Oh
hit?
yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And then that's going to be another max damage on a D6 with piercing.
All right. So yeah, as he releases you, you kind of see fear build up in his eyes. He turns and he makes a jump. About halfway through his jump, the thorn whips come up and grab him and throw him back into the ground, and he lays there, not moving.
Nope.
As that happens, let's see. I think Kizan saw it. The merman in the back, you see his face kind of drain with color, and you see that flickering start to happen even more. It's like almost like a vibration now. And that
So which
brings
one is
us
flickering?
to Kizan.
Which one of
The
them is
merman.
flickering? The merman is flickering.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one we've been attacking.
No, you've been attacking the Sharkman and the mermaid. The merman actually
Okay.
hasn't been hit yet.
And yeah, damage has been done, it seems.
Oh yeah. None of you have tried to attack him other than the fire elemental that Leaf cast.
Well, let's see. There is currently a spectral ? Magical, definitely. Trident floating next to me.
Behind you, yes.
Behind me. I don't think I want to be next to that. But also, I kind of want to see if I can do something cool with it. So, can I grab it? Just quick experiment.
You can try if you want to try.
No, I never trust the DM when they say you can try that.
Insert.
Yeah, so I am.
Just nat 21 it, and you'll be fine.
You're
Yeah,
just rolling animal handling, right?
Right? Yeah.
Animal
I
handling works
I
for
have a
everything,
minus
except
1 in
animals.
animal handling. Come on.
How about
Uh,
this? If you roll a nat 21 athletics, I will let you grab this electric trident.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me get Kevin on the line to drop his crit.
I will
Kevin,
say it
please
might be
give me a
bad
nat
if you
20.
don't. If you don't grab it, though, it's probably not going to be good.
Kevin, please. I mean, like, I'll give it a roll, but I'm gonna take my time just so
Just believe it.
everybody blow on it.
That's what
Okay.
she said.
Kevin, I need a +2. Kevin, I need a crit. Kevin, I rolled an 18. So hold on.
You ain't got no
That's
pluses
a
for that.
19 athletics.
So close.
I'm wearing leather armor. That's grounding, right?
While we're waiting to see if there's an audible thrown by Kevin, let's see. Wamia, were you going to attack the mermaid, or were you going to attack the merman?
Merman.
Because depending on what happens with this crit, we'll have to wait. But if you want to try and attack the merman, you can go for it.
I will attack the merman with my claws. Okay. 17.
Yeah, that feels like it's gonna hit. As you run towards this merman, give me a perception check real quick. As you're running towards him.
Okay, where's my perception? 13.
Okay.
Go through 'em.
Yeah, that's good enough. As you're running towards him, you see him going like this, and you swipe you swipe into what should be like his lower half, and as you do, you notice that like the movement that you made to swipe is like too much, and you turn around, like you end up facing the opposite direction, like very confusingly, and then you feel like a slight push on you as you get moved 5 feet back the direction you came.
I don't think Kevin is going to save me. What happens?
Okay, so you turn around, you grab the trident, you think you have a good hold on this, and then you hear the laughter of the mermaid behind you. As you grab onto the trident, you're like, "Oh, I've got this. I'm going to throw it back at her." And then as you turn to throw it back at her, it like you can't move it, and now you also can't move your hand from it. Roll. What are we going to make that? Roll
A dex save.
sick Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear. Can it be something that I have better bonuses in, like Dex or Intellect? So I got a 6.
Should have used those before you grabbed it. You got a 6?
A 6. I have high intellect, not high wisdom.
Okay. So yeah, you as you're holding on to this, you realize you can't let go, and now you feel the shocking electricity make its way down your arm and then down into your shoulder. You can't seem to let go of this, and it does. Oh gosh, it does 8 damage, 8 electric damage to you.
What did I do? What did I do to you?
So I'm gonna say you grabbed that with your offhand, the one that you don't attack with. So you still have movement with your other hand, but you also can't move in any direction. You are statically stuck here.
I am. And that also means I can't fire my short bow, but I can throw one of my daggers.
All right. So if you are going to attack, you can definitely attack, but you'll have to do it at disadvantage because you are actively being electrocuted.
I mean, that's fair, but since I haven't moved during this turn, I can also give myself steady aim, which gives me advantage. So I guess that's a straight roll.
Yeah, sure. That's a good use of the. That's a good abuse of the rules. It's just like steady aim.
It's the steadiest aim. I'm paralyzed. Let's see. Throwing.
Yeah, that's like some snipers that have a trembling hand smoking a cigarette, but as soon as they go to take the shot, they're like all deadpan and still as can be.
Yeah, there you go. Breathe through it.
It's exactly like that. It's exactly like that. And I rolled, let's see, with a +5, that's 23.
Okay. Are you still aiming at the mermaid?
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to hit for sure.
Cool. And then that is 6 piercing damage.
Ooh, okay. That is going to did things a little out of turn. That's okay. That's going to bring. Is that the rest of your turn?
Yeah, because I'm down 1 dagger and I need to get my dagger back before I can throw it again.
Okay. So that's going to leave us with the mermaid. She. What's she going to do? Yeah, I think she's gonna go whole hog here with her shark friend back. She's actually going to send that electricity that she pulled into a ball and shoot it back at you, Malinor. She's gonna roll to hit with that. That's going to be, man, they're rolling high. That's gonna be 21 to hit.
Just got it.
All right, so
your electricity back at me, so I will pop absorb elements as I'm hit by it.
Okay. So explain to me, does that still do damage to you?
It does still do damage to me, but it is reduced.
Okay.
I have resistance to that damage, and I absorb some of it back myself.
Okay, nice. A little ping pong action happening here. So she's going to do 7 electric damage back to you, which will be, I guess, halved for resistance, right?
Yep, half resistance. So I'll take the 4.
When she sees you do a very similar thing to her, she's gonna kind of look at you, sort of impressed, but also a little pissed off by it. She's going to turn her gaze back towards you, Kizan, and kind of like wink at you. And when she does, the tug of the trident comes at you. So that's a 19 to hit.
I've been stabbed
by the trident in your own hand. Let's see. I don't think it does.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
That's going to do 6 piercing damage.
Ow.
So now oh man. So now the trident that you're holding on to that was actively electrocuting your arm now stabs you near the collarbone, and you feel that electricity start to work its way through the top part of your body as well. It doesn't do any damage, but you feel that tensing from the electricity start to seize up your shoulders.
Oh, fabulous. Soon I'm going to not have my good arm either.
Okay, so that I think the only one left is Malinor, right?
Yep. And
Go for it.
I'm going to point my happy friend at her. And
At the mermaid. Okay.
let loose. Go shiny die. That is a 14 to hit her.
Oh yeah, right on it.
Oh, sweet. All right. So that is going to be with the added electricity back at her 13 damage.
Oh, all right.
So 10 from the arrow and 3 from the electricity.
Okay, so when the arrow hits, you see the kind of shock in her face as she sort of recoils, and then when the electricity hits, you see stillness go in her eyes as she sort of just falls from the air and slumps down into the ground. And then your merman guy in the back. You hear him start to shout. He goes, "Wait! I didn't want to be any part of this. Everything's fine. Please don't do that to me." So now you're out of combat. He does not want to fight. He is still he's still flickering,
Okay.
and he's just kind of looking at you guys like holding his hands out.
Am I still being stabbed?
Oh, sorry. No. The trident that was kind of holding you captive there, as the mermaid falls, the trident as it came into materializing, it goes out the same way. So it pulls out of you and then just sort of collapses in on itself and disappears.
Can I make an insight check on this guy?
Yeah, sure.
It's another nat 21. It's always on the
There
list.
we
before it
go.
rolls.
All the non-combat rolls.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so based on everything that's happened, you can tell like he wasn't trying to hurt you guys through that whole fight. You could tell on his face like he was already apprehensive about everything that was going on. You don't get any kind of weird vibes like he's trying to misdirect you guys here.
I think he's on the level.
Yes, I am indeed on the level, whatever that means.
Are you on this plane?
I'm on a boat.
What are you talking about on a plane? This is a boat there, man. Can't you see we're bobbing and waving to and fro? There's water out there. You don't fly in the water.
You seem to be a little dimensionally twitchy there.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And he kind of like shakes his hands a little bit, and you see the vibration kind of calm down. He says, "I'm fairly new to this magic. When I get nervous, I get a little more, I guess, zingy. You could say. My colleagues, if you want to call them that, the ones that are dead now. We were initially supposed to come up here and greet you, but their instincts took the better of them. Not all of us like this. Not all of us want to eat all of the meat-bearing things. Some of us, can hold that back. So I want to apologize for any of the first impressions that you got from this interaction. Not some may still try and do this. I am not. Please do not hurt me.
Until just gonna go like this. I'm still watching him.
So you sent a welcoming committee that occasionally goes feral.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's part of the instinct, right? You can take the shark out of the water, but you can't take the chum out of the shark. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. What I'm
Praise
trying to say
Jarvis.
is that
Praise
the
Jarvis.
instincts are always there. So yeah, I can't guarantee that some of them aren't going to try and take a bite out of you from time to time, but I'm not. A lot of us are not.
Right.
So
Are we cool or?
As long as you have absolutely nothing to do with us being tied up below decks. You didn't have anything to do with that, did you?
We did not have anything to do with that. That's probably by the hands of the ones that were up here earlier that they ate. So, happy accident, maybe? You're free. They ate them.
I keep looking at like the fish parts and like trying not to want to pounce on them.
Oh, okay, hold on. He is going to roll perception on you. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Not a natural 20, but he got a 19. Which is gonna be, yeah. So he's gonna clock what you're doing and go, see right there, that what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
See the instinct. She's going to eat that. She's going to eat him.
So can I eat it?
Is it insensitive if we just let her go for it?
They're dead. I mean, that's kind of what happens around here. Is if something dies, it's free game.
Sissy. I'm eating it.
So the mermaid or the shark man?
Shark man.
Yes.
Okay, so Sharkman is a little harder to eat. Roll maybe sleight of hand.
Roll noms.
Roll noms.
You got to get through the tough exterior.
How about animal hand? No, let's see. What did you say? Sleight of no. I'll take sleight of hand. I'm +2.
I mean, animal handling is sort of not wrong.
15.
But
Well,
on
if it's
this
not
show,
wrong-
it is.
If
Because
it's
you
not
cannot
wrong, we
use
can't
animal
use
handling
it.
to handle animals in this show.
Yeah.
You are
15?
handling an animal, just not in the way that you would think. 15's good
That's
enough.
what
You start to chomp on it, and you realize like it's not going to work this way. So then you just start to claw into it, and then you can eat into it. You guys aren't close friends with Wham yet, so this is probably a little disturbing to watch.
Oh, it's a cat eating fish. What?
It's more like a lion eating like a
No,
big game.
I'm small, so it is literally a cat
He's not.
eating a
It's a cat eating a big fish.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
I don't know. I've seen ship's cats before. Hey guys, we get a free boat.
Free boat.
I'm not sure what the other people were doing here. They kind of ate them before they had a chance to explain anything. Do you know why you're here?
Oh,
I would assume it's not the same reason as them.
We were actually here for our own exploration and welcoming committee, or at least that's what we were contracted to do. We come in peace.
Okay.
pieces.
Cool. Not cool.
Yeah, I mean, at least this time, the last time this happened, I was in the back of a cart, and it was snowy.
There's not a lot of carts around here. I assume you were trying to make it over there. There's a bigger town over there. This area is called Mermablandia. This is all sort of inhabited by shark people and mermaids.
What? Who's it?
Mermaids, mermans, mer people, merfolk.
Dinner.
Never heard of those?
Oh, I've heard of dinner.
No, well, I guess we do end up eating our own kind sometimes. Depends on what happens.
It's not cannibalism. We're all chum in the eyes of Clausus.
Well, see, those guys, they're on the other side of the island. We sort of separated from them a long time ago. It's interesting that you know them, though. Are you from the other side of the island?
No.
We're not from the island.
No, we're from
okay.
nearby mainland.
Oh, you're from the big island over there. The new one.
Hmm.
Interesting. All right. Well, he kind of looks around at the boat. He says, if you know how to steer the boat, you can go back over there. But I wouldn't stick around here too long because there's others like those two that will probably try and do the same thing. Again, not all of us are like this. We don't eat everyone. It's more if it's advantageous to us if you are more food or have other uses.
So does anybody know how to steer a ship? I don't. I'm willing to learn, though.
I tend to just book passage on them.
You're more than welcome to try and swim, but that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, ill-advised. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go. Good luck.
Good talk, everybody.
We'll do our best to head over to that city, I believe.
All right. He kind of keeps like walking backwards, and then once he gets to the edge, he just dives off.
I'm gonna trundle up to the wheel, and I'm gonna roll animal handling to see if I can control the ship.
Animal handling on the ship?
Yeah.
That's how we do things here in Nat 21.
That
You
is
can
how we
use
do
animal
this.
handling for anything except handling animals, and
All
it
right.
worked. Case in point,
Sure, why not?
I rolled a 22.
Oh, I should have asked him about like dangerous waters and rocks and whatnot to look out for.
I'm gonna loot things.
Okay. So you are sweetly caressing the ship into bending to your will with animal handling, I guess. And yeah, we'll say that you can start messing with the ship, and weirdly, it's working. You start to move the boat. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if nobody's going up in the crow's nest, I'll climb up the crow's nest and shout out if I see anything. Or was that what you were doing?
Yeah. I think Malinor's looting things. Kizan, you haven't said what you're doing yet, did you?
Yeah, well, Wem is kind of doing the thing that I was thinking of doing, which was like getting up there and like shouting out for like navigation and stuff. So instead,
you can dual roll acrobatics to see who gets there first.
No. I'll let her go for it. Ship's cat. It's a very important job. I'll start making detailed notes about the shoreline because that's part of what we're supposed to be doing.
Hey, there you go. Okay, so yeah, the boat starts moving. Malinor, give me a perception check first.
Sure.
Let's see what you spot.
That's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, you look around. You can find some pretty good stuff that is not really worth like pocketing, but just noting, right? You can see like there's barrels of alcohol. There's crates that have different weapons in it. You can find other crates that have a powder that you can best guess is probably like some sort of gunpowder or something. What else do you see? You do see the captain's quarters that hasn't been messed with yet. The door is closed, but there's also no one on the ship, so you are more than welcome to go explore the captain's quarters if you would like.
Mm-hmm. Are they unlocked?
Don't know. You want to try?
I could try.
Go for it.
You mean
If you just want to test it, it
Yeah.
does. It feels locked. Yeah.
it feels locked?
Yeah.
I pull out a set of thieves' tools and pause and say, Kazan, I have a feeling this might be more your expertise, and kind of wave these tools at her.
Yeah, I'm on it. Give me a second. Let's see if I can get this going.
While you're doing that, Wamia, as you're looking out, you kind of see the. It's very obvious the town that he was pointing at. It's like it's different. It's very different from what you've seen. Probably closest thing would be was it Mageport, where there's abnormally tall towers in some of the areas. There's also weird light coming off of them. It's not like a normal like firelight, like something that would be like a
Like
like a flame.
fireflies. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a more of it looks like normal lights of like what you would see in the real like modern day. But like you can't understand what that means. It looks like that definitely has to be magic, but like some weird like citywide magic that they have a bunch of people working on or something. Kizan, you wanna roll to unlock?
Was it? Then I'm adding sleight of hand to it.
Yes.
Or okay, 11.
11. Okay. Go ahead. Were you gonna say something?
No,
Okay.
I'm just sighing.
You fiddle around with the lock. It doesn't feel locked. Like you get in there and you press all the pins and everything, and it like there's no need for any of this. Like there's nothing for you to try and depress here.
Can I open it?
You turn the handle now. It feels there's resistance to the handle, and you can give me a strength check actually,
Uh-oh.
like athletics or something.
4.
Okay. It doesn't feel locked, but it's not opening. It's like I don't know, something weird's going on there.
There's some kind of arcane nonsense.
Let's do one more thing. You said you're good at intelligence, right?
Yeah, high intelligence.
What's your best intelligence roll? Like what's your best check for that?
Probably investigation.
Okay, roll me an investigation real quick.
Bad die. Dice fail.
What'd you get?
11.
11? I mean, 11's probably pretty good enough for common sense here. It feels metal in the open seas, probably rusted.
Spider kick it.
I'm gonna need somebody to muscle this open.
I open up a small little pouch on my hip, reach in, and pull a crowbar out from my tiny little pouch.
Mary Poppins it.
Oh my god.
Hammer space.
Jam
Pouch
it
of
into the
holding.
door and say, "Would you like to assist?"
Sure. I'll get on the back. I'll have more leverage that way.
Side note: the rusted misdirect is like my favorite thing to do to players. It's like all these things. It's like, oh, it's trapped. Oh, it's got some magical thing on. No, it's just rusted shit.
We give it
So
a-
if you're helping, you can roll your strength roll with advantage, athletics or whatever you want to do there.
I will actually help her do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is your strength not good?
I'm a -1 in athletics.
I have a plus.
There you go.
I have a +1 to athletics, so I guess fair enough.
So,
+4,
yeah,
but
you
I'm
got-
up.
Yeah. You're doing cat things.
I'm doing cat things. I'm running on ropes, just
Did you
knocking
roll with
stuff down.
advantage, Kizan?
Still, for 1,000 years, I did. You want to know what I got?
Sure.
10. I have a crowbar.
I honestly, I'll say since you're using a simple tool for assistance here, a 10's good enough to wedge a rusted door open.
Thank you. I appreciate your pity.
So you're able to pop the door open, and then as the door opens, it kind of opens a little bit and then just stops. Like there's a crack in the door now, but it didn't just like fling open.
All right. Can I open it further, or are the hinges also rusty?
No. As you push, like there's something behind the door now. It feels like probably something like fell on it or something, because it's not like, it doesn't feel like this was intentional. It just feels like,
Oh, it's like trying to open a drawer, but you've got like one of those potato mashers in it. It's
there
like
you go.
that.
I go ahead and give it a good shoulder, see if I can give
All
it
right.
a shove.
If you both want to try that, go ahead and both give me athletics, acrobatics, whichever one you're better at.
Definitely the acrobatics.
I wasted all of my good rolls, but there are no other dice within reach.
That is 15.
There you go.
Good for you. I didn't help. I rolled a 4.
Well, say you give it a kind of like a running kick, a running high kick. As you hit it, you hear something scrape across the floor as you kick it. And you kick it just far enough open where it's enough room for both of you to kind of squeeze in sideways.
We're not doing 7 minutes of heaven in here.
All right. What do
You
we
walk
see?
in, it looks like heaven. There's a timer on the wall that says 7 minutes.
There's a goblin in the corner. Their quill's out.
No. So you sneak your way in, and you notice that what looks like a tall, like floor-length mirror has fallen over on top of the door, and has like wedged itself right on the top where the door opened. So as you pushed it, it was just sort of pushing that mirror backwards. There's broken glass all over where the mirror has kind of shattered from that movement before. Probably during the shark mermaid attack. As you make your way in, looks kind of what you would assume the captain's quarters to look like. You see a big desk in the middle with a big map. There's the map on the main table. On the back wall, there's sort of like galley style windows that kind of wrap around the back. And then on the sides, there is 2 chests that are closed.
You want right or left?
Oh, left. Always.
Left? Okay. Well, I will take the right one then.
Okay. Gonna open that right chest.
So I'll flash over to the other 2 real quick. You're getting the boat to move sort of at speed now, and you're going towards the direction that he told you that you should be going in. Well, I mean, you're just kind of chilling on the top, looking at the city, not really understanding fully what you see in the city. Both of you hear the commotion of your other castaways here make their way into the captain's quarter. You want to keep doing what you're doing, or go spy on what they're doing?
I'm just gonna shout out directions to him to help him. Gotta have somebody at the.
Okay. How about you, Leaf? Are you still driving? Okay. So, Wamia, what do you want to shout out at Leaf while you're going?
Land ho, weird lights. No, wait, hang on. Let me get the voice. Land ho, weird lights. Wait. There's rocks over here. Wait. No. Go back that way. Go this way. No. I'm side seat driving.
When she's telling a direction really strange and weirdly, I'm going to turn it hard one way, the other way, and that's going to cause the whole boat to kick over as we start turning.
Okay. Perfect. So as that is happening, right when you guys make it into the captain's quarters and you're having this conversation about right or left, you feel that shift happen, and you kind of stumble over to the side. One of those chests sort of knocks over and breaks open, and you see a bunch of like what look like gold pieces come out and spill all over the floor.
Which one was it? Left or right?
I guess looking in, the one on the left.
That one was mine. That was mine. I called it.
But you called it as who's left?
Don't get him started.
Let's see. Malinor, make a perception check for me.
I am going to do that.
Oh, actually, you're like a tinkerer, right? Roll that with advantage.
Oh, sweet. Yep. So let's see. That would be a 19, but that is rainbow die. That is a 21.
Heck yeah. Those did not sound like metal coins. They sounded I don't know if you would know what this is. They definitely sounded like imitation coins, not even remotely close to being made of metal.
Counterfeit? I know that. I'm not there. Don't want to
It's
see
on. Hold on a second. That
a
might
good
not be
mensch
mine.
knows.
Something strange about those coins. They're not metal.
Okay. It's a well-known fact that any ship can be constructed with iron nails. So I pick up one of the coins and I tap it on a nail.
Okay, how hard are you tapping it?
Well, even a light tap will dispel Feygold.
Okay. Just for fun, just for flavor, roll a flat strength check for me.
Why? Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. You tap it a little too hard, and the whole thing just bends, and it like makes a snapping noise. But the outside it bends with it, and then if you look closely at the edges sort of separate and kind of like open. They like split open.
Is this gelt? Is this like
Chocolate?
Those chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I was
chocolate
gonna
coins.
ask.
Oh! I probably could have told that from a cursory glance.
Is in the moment. It's in the moment.
You hungry? You want a snack? You can have this one.
Not quite yet. How about we make sure that they are not poison chocolate? Sadly, I don't think we have a cleric with us.
Did you just YOLO eat that chocolate coin?
No. You see me do that?
Do it.
I saw gestures that looked like it.
What you saw was me going, no.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, there's the desk with the map on it. There's the other chest.
Okay.
Now the boat starts to sway the other way.
I'll go investigate the other chest.
I'll look at the map.
Okay.
Make
Cool.
sure there's nothing funny about it. These things tend to be trapped. Who knows?
Cool. Yeah. So how do you want to check the you checking for mechanical or magical types?
I'm gonna shoot for the magical, actually.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
That is. It is. Oh, sorry. I apparently have something on this character that forced that to be an advantage. I'm not sure exactly why, but it popped up that I needed to roll advantage for that.
Okay.
New character. Sorry, there must be some feature here that I've got.
New character. Who this?
Yeah. So that would actually be a 22.
Okay. Yeah, you start to kind of look at it, and the more you look at it, the more it feels a little sketchy. Like the more you're kind of leaning around it, the less this feels like an actual chest, and more like there's kind of a hum to it that feels sentient.
That's a scary sensation. I point this at the chest and take about 10 steps back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire a little magical crossbow bolt into the chest and see what happens.
Me
Okay,
looking up
roll
for
the
the
hit.
map. What?
Targeting an inanimate object, theoretically inanimate. It's going to be a 17.
Okay. Yeah, you you strike the chest, and you hear almost like a dog whimper when you do. And the chest like bounces back and hides underneath the desk.
Oh my god, it was his pet mimic!
And I scream, "Mimic!"
You scared it! It was being all
Do you need a
docile.
damage value on that?
Oh yeah, you can roll for damage. What was it?
I gotta go find that ability. There it is. 9.
9. Yeah. You hear similar to like dog whimpering underneath the desk now.
This is not the typical response we get from a mimic.
No.
Um,
And, I grab one of the little chocolate coins and just like, hey, buddy.
Are you calling it out?
Yeah.
Okay. As you call it out, you hear like the little hobble of it coming around the side. Roll a perception check as it turns the corner into your view again.
8.
Okay.
Dice jail.
1 million years dungeon.
It's really odd that a treasure chest mimic would have a tail.
Wait a minute. Are we sure it's a mimic? Or is it some kind of illusion or
I
something?
believe it is a mimic. It's perhaps some kind of a... Yeah, you're right. An illusion or altered form, disguised self. Has a number of different tricks to make things hide as inanimate objects. Some small creatures can even do that.
Yeah, I reach out a hand and let the treasure chest like snuffle at it, like you do with a dog that you're not sure about the temperament.
Yeah. Apprehensively, it sort of like wobbles up to you. You through like the locking mechanism of the treasure chest, you hear like a nose sound, and then you see the little tiny tail on the back sort of wag a little faster. Whamya, give me a perception check. think it's probably the best way to do that.
Oh, that's not good. 9.
Okay. You're not sure why your senses are telling you that there's another animal on this ship. You smell, like the musk of another animal somewhere. Can't tell what it is, but like it's definitely not like, humanoid type things.
All the way up in the crow's nest?
Mm-hmm.
Animal magnetism, baby.
Just took a drink.
So
It was a genuine spit take.
I did it on purpose. I saw her take a drink, and I was. Can I kind of do? I don't know. Climb down a little bit and just gotta go.
Yeah. How far down do you want to climb?
It's about halfway.
Okay. Roll another perception for me. I'm going to get higher than your last one at the least.
16.
Okay. It's stronger for sure. So it's definitely coming from the boat.
I follow my nose.
Okay. So you're coming down?
Yeah.
Imagine you
Roll
climbing
one
down
more.
head first like a squirrel.
Roll another perception for me.
Oh yes, I got a nat 21 on that.
There you go. It's coming from the captain's quarters for sure. Like now that you're down here, you can track that scent easily.
Do you know what it is though?
So as you're trying to coax the treasure chest thing, the creature, you see the ears and then the face of a cat come prowling in.
Hey, dealing with a nervous animal. Nervous animal.
It's all fluffy.
Yeah. So if you're on the offensive, the treasure chest is gonna like kind of jump back a little bit, and you see it sort of just like plop back down and not move, and it like still as a treasure chest would be.
Paw.
Are you hitting it?
Lightly, yes.
Oh, okay.
Hi there, Wayma.
It is.
Get on my
You
sprint.
probably can pick me up. I'm tiny.
Cezanne,
It is.
maybe Cezanne, maybe keep our feline friend here from eating it for a few minutes. I'm going to go consult with the druid.
grab her by the scruff of the neck and hold her up.
All right. So you've got Whammy suspended in the air. A solid, a scared solid treasure chest creature. Malinor, you are going up towards Leaf. Is that right?
Oh, tell him to put the anchor down. We don't want to drift off. That's like the one thing I know about ships.
Leaf, if you can, they're having an issue in there that could definitely use some druidic insight. There's a living treasure chest, but it's not a mimic. Do you want to show me how to keep this thing straight so we don't crash into an island? And I'll mind the store up here, and you go check this thing out.
Real quick, Leaf, you have managed to steer out of Mermablandia and get away from all of the rocks that are poking out that are specifically designed to shipwreck people. You make your way out of that, and you are on a like a bearing straight towards what looks like docking into this big city. You're still a ways off, but if you just stay true, stay the course, you could get there, within probably 20-30 minutes.
All right. All right. I'll take the piece of rope, and I'll tie the wheel in place. I'm like, okay, I got the cruise control set. Let's go.
Okay, so I'll just kind of scream if things change.
Give me a sleight of hand on your tying there. Let's see how you do it.
12.
12. Okay.
Do I notice
Yeah.
him do this?
Actually, Quad Kevin gave me an advantage at the very beginning that never got used.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and that'll turn to a 15.
Okay. Yeah. Feels pretty solid. You can kind of pull on the rope and slap it. That baby's not going anywhere. That kind of thing. You got to say that, otherwise it doesn't work. So
You gotta slap it.
you gotta say that thing's not going anywhere, and then it's not going to go anywhere.
Oh yeah, she's
Slaps
not going
boat.
anywhere. That's
Slaps
a good
boat.
girl. And I'll walk away after tying it up.
This boat can hold so many critters in it.
I'm intrigued by his quick engineering skills.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a few minutes investigating what he's done there.
Yeah, sure.
Sure
Leaf,
thing.
how have you tied it so that it stays the course?
All right, so there's a couple loops that go up on the very top, and then it kind of winds around, then it goes off to the sides, and it wraps around there, and it kind of comes back in. It kind of just hits like all points, with coils and knots, and it just kind of encompasses the whole thing all at one place. If you know what I mean.
I can surmise that
Like a
for you as
certain-
systematic chaos, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Sure. We'll go
Sticks
with
and
that.
stones may break my bones, but whips and chains excite me. So tie me down and chain up and show me that you like
And
me.
we'll see what the next short story brings. That I think is starting to brew in the mind.
I am not going to give away anything, but there were thoughts in that direction already.
And with that done, I'm just gonna walk away and then go down below and see what's going on.
And then he walks away. I'm fighting. Can I fight her to try to get down?
Yeah, actually. Give me what, contested athletics?
She's a monk. She's gonna beat me.
So
dice are
you can roll
cursed.
athletics. If you can make a case for another roll against it, I'll allow it.
Okay, so I would argue I'm trying to hold a cat. The cat
17.
can fight as much as they want, but it's not a thing about strength. It's trying to work around them. So I'd like to make a
Okay.
dex roll instead.
Absolutely, go for it. That sounds good.
Okay. Let's see.
Beat a 17.
It's an acrobatics roll trying to hold a cat. Hang on. I did beat the
He's
17.
done this before.
Nice. Okay.
Very specifically, I got a 23.
All right. So,
Don't touch me.
Malnor, are you following Leaf back into the captain's quarters?
No, I'm going to stay out there just to make sure nothing weird happens to the ship.
Okay. Yeah.
Too late.
So, Leaf, you walk in seeing this happen. You see Whamia just freaking out, and Kizan, definitely holding Whamia in every direction that she goes.
Tries to kick off the wall.
We do not attack the chest creature. We don't attack the. Hey, can you tell me what that is?
Seeing them kind of scuffling with each other, I'm gonna use a druidcraft for a sensory effect again. This time for like the faint odor of a skunk, and it's gonna be in that 5-foot cube area that they're occupying right now.
Okay.
What did I do?
So
Oh
what
my
is
God.
that? Explain what that does.
Just creating a sensory effect. Basically, they're now smelling a skunk right there
Oh, gotcha.
Sure.
Okay.
to break them up.
Okay. So yeah, it smells like a skunk has released in the area around you. It is noxious.
I fight
You
harder to
probably
get out of the room now.
you probably instinctively let go of Wamia to cover your nose. Whammy, you probably move as far away from the smell as you can try and get.
I go back out the door and up on the deck.
Okay. The treasure chest just sort of like it stays stone solid, but just sort of like slowly wobbles backwards, trying to get out of the scent.
What in the blazes going on down here?
Well, that chest is full of chocolate coins, and this one is some kind of creature. We thought it was a mimic initially, but it doesn't act like a mimic, and it's not changing its shape at all. It seems friendly.
Oh. I see. And I'll dismiss the smell and go up to the not a mimic.
Yeah. You can get close to it. It sort of slowly backs away from you a little bit. It's kind of apprehensive of you.
Oh, don't you fret. I'm not gonna hurt you. Who's a good treasure chest?
It sort of stops where it is. You see the tail start to wag just a little bit.
Can you speak?
No response.
Oh, of course.
Offer a treat.
Does it identify as a animal / beast?
I'll say that you can kind of feel that coming from it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast Speak with Aminals.
Okay. Do you have to make any sort of
No.
I guess if it's a willing creature, it just works, right?
Let's see. For the duration, you can comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts, and you can use any of the influence actions, skills of traps with them. Most beasts have little to say about topics that don't pertain to survival or companionship, but at minimum, beasts can give you the information about nearby locations for monsters, including whatever it has perceived within the past day.
Yeah, cool. So, yeah, it can understand you now, but it's not saying anything at the moment.
All right. So what are you doing here?
Stuck.
Stuck how?
Stuck here. Stuck.
Do you want to be somewhere else?
Not stuck chest.
Not
Stuck chest.
Are you stroking your crossbow? I just noticed. Oh, the cat. Okay. I was like, are you stroking your crossbow?
Nope.
No.
Not chest.
There's a cat I'm allowed to pet.
Stuck chest.
Oh, are you? Is that your natural form?
Not chest.
Okay, so you are not a chest.
Stuck.
What were you before?
Not chest.
All right, that makes sense.
It like you hear the question in its own answer. Like you kind of assume like they don't know.
Did they recognize the word dog? Like a good dog? If I called them a good dog, would they recognize the phrase?
Did you say dog earlier?
No,
No.
but I could.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm
I
just
did
kind of inquiring. Like,
Maybe.
what if I? Do they know? What is it? Does it say?
It's not a chest.
It's not a chest. Is it a good dog?
When you say that, the tail sort of like wags faster,
Mm.
and it says dog, stuck chest, not chest, dog, like kind of like realizing.
Ah, okay. So then you are a good boy.
Dog.
Oh.
It just keeps saying it's like dog, dog, like excited.
Aw. How do we unstick it?
Uh,
I was hoping the druid knew.
oh.
Did the dog say that?
No, that is the ethereal narrator.
I don't have anything for that.
Oh god, we
Roll,
might have to like get a wizard. I hate wizards.
roll me an insight check.
Ah, okay. I'm wise. I am not wise. Oh.
What'd you get?
Plus
a
4.
1? Okay. I mean that's not terrible, especially in a check like this. This doesn't feel like magic that you're capable of fixing. Yeah. You don't know what did this, but you don't think it's druidic in nature. Malinor, since you're still out there, this has taken enough time to where the city's getting close. Do you know how to slow the boat down?
I could probably give it a quick investigation from my technical knowledge and see what I could come up with.
Love it. Let's try that.
Oh, that might work out pretty good if I can open my app and read what number it rolled. That's a 16.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you kind of do some quick math, looking at trajectory and speed. You need to undo what Leaf did here so that you can slow down the boat.
He has the math that's going in the background, and that's
Yeah.
And Pythagorean theorem, volume of a
Yeah.
cone.
Do you want to try and undo this systematic
Well,
chaos?
I did see him do it.
Oh,
so-
true.
And I
Yeah.
studied it for a little bit, so that shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah. Do you have good history?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and roll that with advantage, because I just want to see if you fail gloriously on this.
Actually, I do hope he fails because I want to make this so much more fun to undo.
That's a 17.
Okay. With 17, it takes you longer than he did to put it up, but you're able to kind of get it out of what it was. I'll say that he did it in a way that was so intricate. Like you get one side off, and after you take that one side off, the other side starts to pull the wheel, so it starts to veer in the other direction. So after you get that side off, you kind of have to course correct real quick, and then you can use the rudder movement to slow the ship down to start to slow down to get into the port. Go ahead and give me perception, I guess. See if you can pull the sails.
Can I assist?
You are still in the captain's quarters.
I ran out with the smell.
Oh, did you run out? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's only going to be a 12 for the sails.
Okay. You are trying to figure out how to pull the sails up. You don't see there's a lot of ropes, but you don't really see which ones will pull the sails up to slow it down fully. So you're just kind of moving the rudder back and forth to try and make resistance on the boat. Wamya, give me a perception check just to see if you understand what he's doing first. 21. Is that what that? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. 21.
It's pretty obvious that he's trying to slow the ship down, especially because you can see the dock coming into view pretty quickly. So like you need to get on this. I'll say now, both of you give me a series of acrobatics checks. Give me 2 acrobatics checks each, just to see. We'll make it quick.
9.
Okay.
2 13s.
Okay.
9 and a 12.
9 and a 12. Okay. So, Meliner, you're able to get the sail up right in front of you, like right next to the wheel. It's sort of an assisting sail. Whammy, you get the top sail up, and then both of you are trying to make it to the back sail, the main sail that's powering most of this. So at this point, you've let go of the rudder. You're still moving forward. Doc's coming in very, very quickly. You both get to the mainsail, and as you're pulling it up, it's not enough. It's like it's just sort of in motion now. All at the same time, you feel the boat. It's starting to slow down, but not enough to where it shoves into the dock, and it's just sort of like icebreaker boats pushing the ice up. You're doing that to the dock, where the dock is just kind of slowly getting pushed up on top of the boat, and that is slowing it down. Kizan and Leaf, inside of the captain quarters, you sort of feel the boat like sort of rocking violently upward, up and down as it's slowing down. You just hear like the crunch of wood splintering on more wood as the boat starts to slow to a stop.
Right, I'm gonna run up onto the deck and see what's happening.
Okay. As you come out of the captain's quarters, you see a dock that has been sort of pushed and skewed upwards into the air, kind of leaning on the topsail of the boat. And then you start to hear shouting as you see dock workers start to rush towards the boat and kind of like waving at you guys. And that is where I'm going to leave it for Mav, actually.
Yeah, Mav, you clean this up.
So you have a boat crashed into a dock, some very angry-looking dock workers, and a not treasure chest. Congratulations.
Yay!
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, just no big dealio.
Any parting thoughts before we go?
All
Was it
right, you know what
confessions?
this means, folks.
Oh, well, I guess we can walk away from this. Not bad for my first time steering a boat.
I got fishies. That was good. And then I smelled something. I smelled something that I didn't like it. And then I really smelled. And then this person picked me up. And then I had the sticky smell. And now we crashed. I'm gonna go jump off the boat and run.
All right, what's going on here? This is not how we're supposed to land in the ship at dock. The dock's not supposed to be like that. But what did he do to the rope? It's all a tangled mess. All he had to do was take the tail and go boop, and the whole thing just comes right off on a piece of cake. You know, it's
Quick release.
You know, I mean, doesn't he
Real
know
Elvis rope.
anything? I mean, jeez, Luke.
Dog stuck. Now very stuck. Dog not just stuck. Doc.
All right, I want to thank Cluck and Awesome for filling in, being our guest DM for our first Grand Saints game of the year in 2025. Be sure to check.
Thank you
us
guys.
out. Yep. Be sure to check us out on all the socials. We're slowly going to be starting to ramp up our content for the year as everyone gets themselves settled back home and all that. So stay tuned to the socials. I know our new social media manager is going to be working on getting all that stuff updated out to the public. So keep an eye out for Shakespeare, Lady Prue,
Creating with crew.
Crafton, Handler Z with some Flash Phantasmo. I believe also we're going to have some Gothic Horror Gaming kicking back off soon as well. Maybe next week we might start to see that happening again. So feel free to keep an eye out on all of that stuff. And remember, everyone, when a natural 20 just won't do, you need a nat 21. Thanks, folks, and take care and enjoy yourselves. Where is this? They